Hello, everybody. My name is Rick with Transformation Michigan and Campus Reset. We began to bring forth a plan I call the double-edged sword, prayer and action. Yes, prayer. We need to connect our state and day and night prayer, pray for the lost. But if we don't have action steps, what good is it? And so I'm making an appeal to you regarding our university campuses in our state. Back in early 90s, I left my job, of course with the blessing of my wife, to go preach the gospel in universities open air. It's been quite an education for myself as I've had the opportunity to witness to hundreds of thousands of college students, many from foreign nations. I don't even have to go over to the Middle East. Here we have them on our campuses. I've debated professors numerous times, been invited into classrooms to speak, engaged in forums inside dorms, and I've learned a lot. And what I'm seeing here, and I think you very well know, that we're losing our young people, our millennials, our high school students, our middle school students, is due to the educational process. A biblical worldview and conservatism has nearly been eradicated from our campuses and our secular educational system. What can we do about it? That's the thing. I believe we must do something about it if we're to preserve a future for our kids. I want to share with you a plan. First, let me cite some research. Barna Research came out and talked about Americans in general. 4% of Americans only have a biblical worldview. They did the research on those who confess Christ. They found out, shockingly enough, only 9% of Christians have a biblical worldview. Now, when you take this down to college students, that number even dwindles down further. And for example, we're finding out through Barna Research that 6 out of 10 college students don't go to church anymore. They have left the church. 7 out of 10 believe that religion, Christianity, a biblical worldview, has no place or little place in society. We got to do something about this. So we have a plan to go reach these millennials. What I have done is I have brought together 7 accomplished speakers, 5 of them from Michigan, who have impeccable resumes, who are experts on Islam, traditional marriage, sanctity of life, socialism versus freedom, what hate speech is, what it isn't, the Constitution, the rule of law, any area that you can imagine. And you can see on your screen there, campusreset.org gives you the topical areas that we will address. So here's the plan. We plan to go to every campus in the state. I'm already working with 2 presently. It's going to happen, where we're going to have a 2-hour forum at a venue on campus, an auditorium, a large room, and we're going to invite the student body. And we're going to have 3 or 4 speakers on that platform. And they're going to give a 10-minute overview of what they believe in, really hit it hard, no compromise, of course, always speaking the truth in love. And then we're going to open up the microphones and have the students come in, and they're going to line up and begin to ask their questions on all types of topical areas. And we want to record this and blast it out over social media. We know the biblical worldview and the conservative voice is being stunted on our campuses. But using social media, getting onto the campuses, I'll tell you what, we're going to make a great headway, and we're going to begin to impact the change of thinking of our young people. We have to present this view to them. It's our time and opportunity, and prayer has opened up the doors. So what I need is I want to identify around every college campus 2 or 3 churches who have a biblical worldview mindset, number 1, who have really and honor the sanctity of life, traditional marriage, who see that freedom is of utmost importance, that free speech is important, that we need to obey the Constitution and uphold it. I mean, there's a number of areas who understand Islam. I'm trying to find 2 or 3 churches, and I will partner with you. I've already done this in some communities in our state, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about it. Then we want to identify a campus group, a like-minded campus group. And this is even more difficult because of the political pressure upon campus groups to have duct tape basically put on their lips about various issues. But we're going to change that. I know that God has raised up certain campus groups who are going to stand for the truth. They're not ashamed of the gospel at all costs. So now we're going to partner the churches in the community, a few campus groups around that university. We're going to come together and make this a community-wide event. And again, get a venue and invite the public in. And we're going to go after that mindset. Remember, the eye and ear gate is what ends up into the heart, whatever we let in. We have to turn this back. I remember years ago debating a professor at Michigan State University. He would come out, students would come out and listen, and he said to me one time, I don't care if you pull Noah's Ark down the middle of this campus, I'm still not going to believe. What do you do with a person like that? But in saying that, many of our young people right now are just open to hear. They are wondering, is my future secure? And we have the answer. We complain about the millennials. Let's do something about it. Will you partner with me, Transformation Michigan, and Campus Reset? I would like to talk to you, whether a group of pastors, a campus group. Let's work together as one, and we're going to take back every campus in the state of Michigan, and we're going to return these young people and give them the hope of the gospel. And they're going to turn and have a hope inside, and they can see that their future is secure in Jesus' name. God bless you. Thank you for listening to me out.